Right, yo. So we're here with Mark. Mark has been a guiding light from day one with Sambo and then Coco. He's the first trainer. We actually got in contact with Mark before we even got the dogs.
True.
When we met the dog breeder who we purchased the dogs from. So Mark has graciously agreed to meet up with me to answer some of the questions that you all have been sending me since I started my own social media journey. And Mark, we want to thank you so much for meeting up with me
No
to answer
problem,
the
man.
questions, and we're going to get into them right now. Right, Mark? So question number one, how early can you start training?
You can start training basically from the time you get the dog at 8 weeks from the breeder, which is, by the way, the age that you should be getting your dog, not earlier. And if you involve a trainer, then more 12, 13 weeks after at least 3 vaccinations. However, you always have the option of doing virtual sessions before. So you can start, because there's nobody physically present,
Right.
so you can start virtual earlier, right from the day that you get the
Yeah.
dog.
Which is what we did with Sambo.
Yep.
We did what, 3 virtual sessions before he got
Before
his
the
third
physical,
shot,
yes.
and then we started the physical.
Correct.
Right, so excellent. Question number 2. Harding Constantine asks, can all dogs be trained?
Yes. The short answer is yes. You can train any dog. You can even train any dog at any age. So when people say you can't teach an old dog new tricks, it's not really true. It takes a little longer the older the dog is, because you have to override some bad habits or some older habits, and so to speak, reprogram the dog. But it is possible.
Question number 3. How often should you train?
You as a dog owner should do something with your dog every day. It doesn't have to be very long. 5 to 10 minutes is sufficient. Training sessions, of course, are longer, involving a trainer, because there's a lot of information exchange between you, the owner, and the trainer. So that will take an hour.
Yeah, we
Right.
used to have a class once a week, and after the class you would give me homework, and every day I
Yes,
will do
to
a
practice.
little training.
Correct. That's the fastest way to progress the dog.
Excellent. Next question, how to stop a non-stop barking dog?
By giving the dog structure. Okay, you want to teach the dog some structure. I like to use crate training. It's a great way of doing this. 95% of problem behaviors are caused by too much freedom too soon. Okay, so if you have the dog not supervised, it's in a crate. When it's out, you can now supervise it. So if the dog wants to bark, you can put it on a leash, you can give him a little tuck. No, there's not reason for you to bark, and you teach them that that is not what you want. Okay, and over time the dog adapts to it and then learns when to bark, when not to bark.
Sharon asks, how to stop my dog from jumping on me every time I see them?
That is fairly simple. You teach them a better way of getting your attention. So instead of jumping for attention, if I have a treat for the dog and it's like, no, you're not getting it now, and then the dog happens to sit and I give the treat to the dog learns that if I want this guy's attention, I need to sit. Right? And if something does not work for a dog, they stop doing it. If they're not getting the results that they're looking for. Right? That means you don't give the dog any attention when they jump. Right? There is not no and arms waving. No.
Yeah.
That's it. And then the dog sits. Yes.
Last question, how do I get my out of control, excited, loving wild child 1 year under control? This is from Rose.
Again, structure.
Yeah.
Right? Crate train your dog. Your dog is not supervised. It's in a crate. When you come home, the dog wants to greet you. I don't greet my dogs when I come home. As I walk in, I greet my family first. I do what I have to do, and then when 5 minutes later, time to change clothes or take off boots, then I call the dog to greet my dog. By that time, he would have calmed down already. So the time that he gets the attention, which is a form of reward, the state of mind in the dog is a lot calmer at that point. Right? This frenzy happens when people walk through the door and the first thing they do is, hi, how are you going? And that is what creates that in the first place. Right? So if you avoid that and only greet your dog and give attention to your dog when it's calm, then you can get rid of those behaviors.
That is something we humans created.
Yes,
Right, Mark? Thanks so much for taking the time to answer these questions.
anytime.
And thank you all for taking the time to send any questions. Feel free to continue to send in, and I'll try my best to steal Mark for 5-10 minutes to get him to answer some more for you all. Alright? Thanks, bye.